on. Something's wrong. Yeah, it's 71 viewers. Wow. There we go.
The 2K Sports pregame show, presented by Sprite.
Man, I've been waiting for this for so long. It's the start of another NBA regular season. Along with Shaquille O'Neal, I'm Ernie Johnson. Our game tonight featuring the New York Knicks as they go up against the Cavaliers in Cleveland. And for Cleveland, they have what every team has on its list of top priorities. Starting off the new season with a win and hopefully feeling the benefit of their work in the offseason and preseason. You got new leadership in New York these days. You got Derek Fisher as the head coach. You got a triangle in the Big Apple. Will it work, Shaq?
The triangle is not a simple offense, Arnie. Triangle can take years to learn. At first, it's going to be very frustrating for the guys, but if they stick to it, if they do what the master of Zen tells them to do, they will be fine.
I got a question for you. How long did it take for you to learn the triangle?
Well, with my 5 degrees, Arnie, it took me 22 minutes.
I thought it was more like 24, 25 minutes.
No, 22 minutes.
22 minutes. You're a quick study.
Genius, I am.
Let's go to Kevin Harlan.
Here we go, Cleveland.
Starting at shooting guard, standing 6'5", number 4, Iman Shumpert. Man in the middle, 7 feet 1 inch, number 20, Timothy Boston. Last forward, 6'10", he's out of UCLA, number 0, he's starting at point guard, Duke University, number 2,
We'll start with the champs tonight. So we start with the NBA champions. Excuse me, they're not the champions this year. This year it was last year it was Golden State. So here we go. We get ready to kick off the game. Right here on Fox Sports.
For the latest presentation of our NBA basketball.
Here we go.
And our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. This is Kevin Hart. They'll play them. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Knicks team. This team matched up so well during the regular season last year, splitting that 4 games. This should be a terrific battle.
And last year, boy, it was fun watching these two teams get together. They split the season series. Very even matchup.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. And New York, looking at who they've got. Calderon is out there with a flop. Then it's Anthony. Then there's Kyle O'Quinn. And it's Lopez in at the center position. Lock at 6. A shot by Anthony. Nobody
rebound.
And off target as he starts the game 0 for 1.
Hey, what's going on here?
These were maybe the two most evenly matched.
5 minutes. Hey, what's going on here? What the heck? No, that can't be right. 5 minutes my butt. Should be 12 minutes. Hey, we're gonna have to get out of that. Something's haywire.
Daddy,
What?
we're gonna fix, if you're not hungry, I'm gonna fix me a bowl of oatmeal with peanut butter.
Okay.
And you can have cereal, you can have whatever you want.
We're not gonna have anything?
No, because I was supposed to put the pork roast on a long time ago. Thanks for going and getting the popcorn, babe.
You're welcome.
Okay. So, you decide what you want, hon.
I'll come out and get it.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll see if we can skip this.
And brought to you by Sprite. It's the
See if we can skip it.
Show.
Skip. Come on.
Man, I've been waiting for this for
Just
so
skip
long.
the
It's the
damn
start of another.
They're gonna talk about the standings. What's going on here? There we go. Okay, here we go. Now we're in for some exciting. We had some difficulties with the clock. Now we're back. 12 minutes to go. Inside Iverson. James for 3. Yes.
So a look at our starters for the Knicks. They've got a Flalo, Robin Lopez out there, and Kyle O'Quinn. Then it's Anthony, and it's Calderon in at the point guard. Now here's Calderon. And he can't answer back.
Nope. Knicks probably going to lose their first game
As he said, these were
on the
maybe
road.
the two most evenly matched teams in the conference.
It was such a hard-fought series. I mean,
Shepard for 3. Yes. Before we so we're yeah, that's right.
early for one ring.
In just over a minute play here in the start of the game. On defense, the Cavaliers. Anthony kicks to Calderon. They double him with Irving. New York moving the ball around. And it's a Flalo penetrating. 5 to shoot. Calderon passes to O'Quinn. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. New York comes into this following the loss to the Bulls.
Well, they probably should have abandoned the three-point shot in that game because their percentage was terrible. You know, but they kept firing away from long range.
Yeah, I agree with you, Steve. I thought that was one of the things that don't happen. I mean, you can't stick with something if it's not working for you.
Knicks on offense. 7-point differential. Anthony kicks to a Flalo. Shepard with the steal. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. There's Mozgov. Another 3 for Cleveland.
4 straight Knicks out of the gate. That's a sweet start.
And here are the Knicks now.
Iman Shumpert, an aggressive perimeter defender with lockdown potential. Still very foul prone early in his career, but he's got a chance to be elite
McQuinn.
defensively.
Inside Ken.
6 to shoot. The feed to
Inside.
Calderon. From deep three-point range, it's rebounded by Cleveland.
It's like he's just trying to showcase his range, but he could probably get a better shot than possession.
Yeah, he sure could. It doesn't do you any good if you miss it from that deep.
Now, here is Irving. That's good. Irving's got his first 3 points of the game.
So we begin to
And Shumpert, fantastic athlete. Great quickness and ability.
Yeah, he's rebounded very well from his ACL injury. He's got a nice handle to go along with good passing ability. A lot of upside remaining.
we're going to take a commercial here pretty soon.
Look at some of the numbers for Jose Calderon, how he performed last season. Last season, he averaged 11 points per game, 4 assists, and 2 rebounds. And you always want that leader in the second unit. He's their guy to play that role.
Steve, he comes on and runs the show for him when
Take
the
it away.
reserves log minutes. And
Take up to the
job
floor.
well done by him.
To the wing on the left.
Inside to the big fella.
Ellis with it. He's picked up by
Drive in strong.
So far, so good for them at the offensive end here in the early going.
He's driving in strong. Outside.
Exactly the kind of start they were hoping for.
Now here's Anthony. He had a 15-point outing in the last game against Chicago.
And his work on the glass, certainly noteworthy. And he contributed in a number of ways.
Here's Irving after the made shot from Carmelo Anthony.
James. Inside.
Here's LeBron.
Dunk it. Yeah, dunk it.
Banks it in. LeBron's got 8.
They are cooking on fire right now. Really flowing well.
Anthony dishes to Calderon. To the left wing. O'Quinn, the pass to Calderon.
Looks like we're going to take a commercial break.
Anthony kicks to a flower. On deep. And the rebound goes to the Cavaliers.
And down the Cavs.
Irving with the ball. Now Levinson.
Inside the big fella.
Bells was put in just the right spot. Love's got his second basket of the night.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from inside the paint area.
The defense has to make an adjustment. They've got to string together some stops, or at the very least,
Take it away, Cavs. It's taken away back. Knicks.
With the ball. Guarded now by
Knicks. The big fella in the foul.
it's free agent decision subject to much speculation and hammering on the Warriors last season. But in the end, they decided to remain with the Knicks, much to the relief.
So it looks like we're going to take a
And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle beat.
advertisement. Looks like we're going to take an advertisement. We'll be right back. Yeah, get out of here. Move. Get out of here. Look at my pants. There's nothing on my pants. There's nothing on my pants. Good. So what are we doing for dinner? Hey, can I have this chicken for dinner? How long is that one? 3 minutes. Yeah, that's good. I don't know what else to do. There's more.
Not yet. I just want to wait it up for an hour.
Okay.
They come out in attack mode defensively, applying pressure and stealing the ball immediately.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnovers.
Okay.
Puts it up off the inbound, and the shot is good. And for Melo, the decision to return to New York made more challenging by their struggles last season.
Yeah, you know, Melo is comfortable, I think, playing in the bright lights in the big city where he grew up until age 8. I don't think he shies away from that. Actually, he handles it quite well, in my opinion. It's not easy to play in New York. But the Knicks had to convince him that they could win going forward in order for him to return.
Here's Anthony.
Wants me to do.
Making his last shot. And Anthony is good for
I've
3.
done everything it wants me to
He's
do.
got 7 points in the game.
How in the
So
world
I don't know what else to do.
wide open?
The Cavaliers leading by 10. Irving kicks to Shumpert. Dishes to Moscow. Outside Irving. Cleveland moving the ball around. And there's the defensive 3-second play.
So we're back.
This is his first trip to the line tonight. And so he hits the technical free throw.
New York Knicks were ranked as the NBA's most valuable franchise recently, and the team value skyrocketed. The Knicks came in at around $1.5 billion.
Next.
Billion.
Knicks inside.
Buffalo's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for New York. The Cavaliers have gone 8 of 8. What a hot start for them. The dish to Shumpert.
Shepherd inside.
And it's Irving picking up the assist.
Cavs take the lead.
And of course for the
Knicks on the run.
their value comes from playing into big
Knicks for 3.
Kevin, the
Yes.
business media capital of the United States. You know, they go out of their way to
Knicks.
attract the big stars to the games. Courtside seats for the top names. That helps helps give the Knicks an allure, kind of a glamour that a lot of franchises don't have.
And that one's good.
He's just been the man since the start of this quarter. Just a tremendous period of basketball for him.
It's stolen by Amon Shepard.
Take it away.
To the inside.
Inside, LeBron James.
And now it's a 12-point Cleveland lead. The Knicks have gone 6 of 9, shooting well. Anthony in the corner. They double him with LeBron. A follow with it. Now guarded by Shumpert. Pulls up, high post, and there's a follow. That's good on the assist by Calderon.
As we all know, a follow can really get it going.
Shumpert dishes to LeBron. Takes the three, and another three for Cleveland.
He's off to a terrific start. Yet to miss 6 for 6.
Steve, I think he's poised for a huge game. I mean, he's giving them a big lift offensively.
Now here's Calderon, and stolen by James. And they're running, and there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. It's on Aaron a follow. Everything appeared to be lined up for Cleveland to get back to the playoffs last year, but
To play post.
Thompson, he's checked in for a while. Smith comes in for Shumpert, and it's Williams.
Find a little space and pull the trigger.
James with it. Williams picks him up.
Inside, the big fella.
Out to Smith.
Inside Smith. Yes.
And the Cavaliers lead by 14. And the sky for them is the limit.
As are the expectations.
Grant, that's good.
Really tough to get that shot off with the size differential there. It's not an individual matchup he's going to win every time, especially in the post.
Very well done. I didn't think he had any business operating down there with the big fella. And one more note about Cleveland. Everyone will now assume that they will make the playoffs this year, but the ultimate goal is a title, something that hasn't happened in the city of Cleveland for any major sport in a long time. Probably 64, but maybe the last.
And you're right on. Here's Mozgov. No one near Smith as he lets it go. Another three for Cleveland.
It has taken no time to build this lead up and strengthen them with great first quarter offensively.
And they need to continue to put pressure on the defense and try to really run away with this one from here.
Now, here's Grant. He's coming off a 13-point game against Chicago.
This is great. Three-pointers going down quickly at both ends.
Yeah, it took them no time to answer back on that possession.
Here's James. 17 points in the game. Williams with a clean look. And Cleveland again with the bucket.
Well, with this soft deep, they're allowing you to shoot a very high percentage from the field so far.
And the Knicks losing their first season game.
They're able to kind of do whatever they
On
want.
the run. Mo Williams.
It's deflected.
On the run. Take it away.
Kicks to Moscow.
LeBron.
Side Williams.
Williams.
And another three for Cleveland.
And Cleveland may go to the championship this year.
Yeah, the D better start getting out there on it, Steve, and soon.
Here's Vujic.
Cleveland is going to be unstoppable.
There's 37 seconds left in the first. And yes, sir, that one drops. Grant's got 5 points so far.
These two just
The
going at it.
fans love it. 30 seconds to go.
What's going on here is anything you can do,
Side.
I can do better territory.
And the foul.
He's fouled with a chance for a three-point play.
The field goal percentage continues to climb. Really shot
He missed the free throw, though. But
Yeah, and it's all about
the chance
quality shot selection, smart shot
goes to
selection.
the line inside the big fella.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland.
And they're still down
Comes
large.
in for Moscow. It's Matthew Dellavedova in for James. Dellavedova, the pass to Williams. That drops, and it comes off an assist.
And we're going to the end of one.
And it's 7 points for Williams.
Pretty passing, timely recognition as to where the open man was.
And he trains the three, but let's see, they may need to review it. Sure, the ball was out of his hand in time. And indeed, they're going to look at it again. But we can be certain he beat the buzzer.
Well, now that we can see the replay, it looks like he did get the shot off in time. It looked that way to me originally, and that's the call we should see here.
We're going to keep it here for the second.
As close to the call as that was, in a big situation like this, I think it's always smart to take a closer look.
And the official official call is in. It's ruled a basket. They're overturning the original call after looking at the replay.
And Kevin, this is exactly why we have this rule. And I think they made a great decision putting the rule in. The main thing is you want to get it right. And they definitely got this one right looking at the replay.
So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game. Cavaliers on top, up by 15. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Quicken Loans Arena.
It's a Halloween broadcast of the NBA. Marc Gasol and the Memphis Grizzlies.
Halloween, we will have
and the Indiana Pacers.
The Indiana Pacers and the Jazz. And the Pacers and Grizzlies will be Halloween night with the Jazz.
Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second. And guys, the Cavaliers enjoying a nice lead here.
They've done a nice job here offensively.
Get it on the ladies.
And a pace to this game.
And I like that they're finding ways to score. Playing well here, Steve.
We could take a commercial break while we're... Yeah, this is a good time. Where'd the other game go? Where'd Destiny go? Did the network decide not to do it?
Knicks trail by 15. And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups.
No, I was going to do it.
Derek Williams is out there with the bulldozer. Then there's the great one. Then there's Grant. And it's Serafin in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Look at the size discrepancy there between the defender and the shooter.
Those are warm-up jumpers when there's not a hand in his face. He'll knock those down all day.
Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Grant outside. Williams kicks to Grant. Williams attacking. And that one's good. Williams has got 8 points. The Cavaliers leading by 11. On the wing, Williams. Pass to Dellavedova. Here's Smith. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Dellavedova. 10 points for Smith. New York's gone 5 of 8 from three-point land. 15 points and a deep ball for them tonight.
Well, J.R. Smith, a guy who can take your breath away with his talent,
Okay.
and then exasperate you the next. Unbelievable talent, but he can be erratic offensively, especially with his shot selection.
Unable to get the
Nah,
ball.
shoot.
They get called for the 5-second violation. Shumpert is checked in for Williams. Then for the Knicks, Robin Lopez is checked in for Kevin Serafin. Anthony comes in for the bulldozer, and it's a follow in for the great one. Unable to get the ball in bounds, they get called for the 5-second violation. And J.R. Smith closing in on 30 years of age. He's been fined almost $1 million over the course of his NBA career.
And you know, playing in China, he was fined over $1 million in a single season.
With the computer.
One night he ordered $3,000 worth of room service on the team dime just to see if they keep coming.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, we can do some of that for And Bergeron kicks to
The only reason I can see what's going on with the game is because I got an ad blocker. Don't put the ad blocker on. Because then if it's
Smith's got 4 this quarter.
J.R. Smith.
commercial break. I'm already at the commercial break.
Shots like that.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here. Well, Knicks ownership guys frustrated last season that Iman Shumpert didn't participate in the Summer League. And Steve, they were hoping he'd test out for some minutes at the point guard position.
Yeah, that's right, Kevin. And we heard his name arrives all season long in trade rumors.
It's a commercial break right now, so. It's break right now. 71 viewers. We're getting ready to go back.
And the Knicks making a change here. Calderon's checked in. Courtesy of the 2K leaderboard, here's a peek at the league's top scorers from a season ago. Second, Carmelo Anthony. LeBron James third.
What an option either one of these two guys gives you, because they're both excellent safety valves when an offense is struggling.
The Knicks trail by 12.
And for Shumpert, his shooting numbers were down last season. He shot over 40% from long range in year 2. It was down to 33% last season. That can happen sometime in the course of a career. Still good from the corners with Shumpert, but perhaps he shot too many from above the arc.
And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Love check in for Cleveland.
And I'm going to take Wednesday, Thursday,
Irving passes to
and
Shumpert.
Friday off.
And that one goes in as it is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
Look at the points in the paint, the inside game. It's been very one-sided here for a while now.
Well, the defense
I'm
just
gonna
hasn't been
take a
visible
break.
enough at the rim. I mean, 8 of their last 10 points have come from the paint.
Hey guys, for Shumpert, he's got to
Throw
improve
it.
his finishing around the rim. His size and athleticism, I think he could be better scoring in the paint.
Irving attacking. Out to Shumpert. There's the pass to Varejao.
So Wednesday, Thursday,
Smith. 6
Friday,
on the shot clock.
I'm going to take a break.
To go. Smith's got 6 in the quarter.
These defenders look overmatched right now, especially inside.
Yeah, you look at the numbers, 10 of the last 12 points have come from close range, so I agree.
Lopez right side and stolen by Love. Anthony
8 minutes. Into the big fella.
and it's Shumpert penetrating.
Shepherd inside.
Shumpert's got 9.
This is outrageous. Every shot they're taking right now seems to be
Remember, next, not this week and not next week.
Absolutely rolling.
Halloween night, baby. The Jazz.
Doubling with Love.
The Jazz will be on Halloween night.
Off the run, and Anthony lays it up and in.
And we will have
Basket of the night right there. The Cavaliers leading by 16. Irving kicks to Smith. Back to Irving.
inside.
Dishes it to Shumpert. The 17th.
Shepherd inside.
And good. At the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. He's got 11.
And buckets always coming in bunches for him. Right now, they are really rolling.
Aflalo dishes to Carmelo. Lopez kicks to Anthony. And the Knicks good for 2.
Offensively, he can be the engine that drives them at any given time.
Let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, what do you have?
Well, guys, the Cavs' David Blatt, the first ever NBA head coach directly hired from the international ranks. Though he grew up near Boston, a die-hard Celtics fan, he represents all the aspiring NBA coaches from abroad, saying, quote, I feel a great sense of responsibility. I feel like I've got to do a good job. Kevin, he's certainly got the personnel to do it.
Our roster loaded with talent, Doris. Indeed. Thank you. LeBron's checked in for the Cavaliers. And the Knicks making a change here as well. O'Quinn's checked in.
His best weapon here today, no question. The D has been all mixed up, confused, bamboozled, allowing him way too much space.
New York moving the ball around. Aflalo the pass to Lopez. Lets it go from the wing. And the Knicks good for 2.
Pretty passing, timely recognition as to where the open man was.
The Cavs were an all-out mess last year. A lot of that was because of their depth. They just did not have the punch on the bench to keep leads and come back in the lead.
And Cleveland making a change here. Osgood's checked in. The Cavaliers shooting a 6.
Cleveland's probably going to go all the way this year.
They shot 75% as a team from the free throw line last season.
Here's Calderon. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Cleveland leading by 20. Shumpert dishes to James. Love right side. Cans it from downtown. Love's got 7 points.
D there, guys, was pretty much non-existent.
That was another commercial break.
Calderon kicks to Lopez.
We're getting ready to take another commercial break.
Aflalo goes in. The feed to Calderon.
Inside Stevenson.
And again, New York with the triple.
He didn't get off to much of a start early on, but seems to have shaken off the rust here in the quarter.
James dishes to Mozgov. And Irving gets it to go on the assist by Mozgov. Mozgov's got his third assist on the night. And O'Quinn kicks to Aflalo. Pass to Calderon. From deep three-point range, from beyond the arc, and then some. Calderon's got a pair of triples in the second now for the Knicks. The Cavaliers leading by 19. Pass to Mozgov. And out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession.
Moment now to check out some numbers for Love. What a year he had last season. He averaged about 20.
Commercial break. Okay, so here we go. So we're not back yet. What other commercials do we have? Let's see, we got... Need to make sure we get them all showing, because I have a lot of people. We got this one. How come there's no sound now? Yes, there's no sound now. God, that's ridiculous. Right, because... How long is this one? Two minutes. Making sure I show everybody's video. Don't worry. I'm making sure. Something's wrong with the sound, though. I don't know what happened. It's like the sound blacked out. The video from Ohio. Getting ready to show now. I promise, Shelly, we will show you a video later. I gotta get through with the game. So, submit your video in. It could be the #1 video. You get $1,000 for it. Submit it in. Just like this video right here. If it gets shown one more tonight, it's going to be $1,000 video. So, you could win up to $2,000 to $1,000. So, $1,000 to $2,000 for winning. So, just submit your video. That's all you got to do. Something about DraftKings. Yeah, you don't want to do video DraftKings. Sometimes it doesn't play in my favor. Just submit your video for us to put it on the air. That's all you got to do. And this one right here, NBC's probably getting at least a lot of money for us to show their video. And then we got Foxsports Network commercials. Let's see. Pizza Hut submitted one. So I promised Pizza Hut I'd play it during this commercial break. And we're going to get ready to go back on the air. And here we go. We're going back on the air now. Now we are watching now. Going back on the air. Now we're going back on the air.
6 points per game, 12 rebounds.
Hey, you. We're back.
And 4 assists. Well, when everything comes together for him, this is what he's capable of.
Hey, what's going on here? We're in the second quarter. Hey, what's going on here? We're in the second quarter. Say live now. I don't know what your problem is. Okay, here.
Yeah, but when it does, it's really something to see, Steve. He's playing like one of the best players in the league at the moment.
Come on.
LeBron gets to jumper. Irving drives in.
That second quarter.
Ripped away.
Ridiculous.
And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time to get it up court.
Some of the numbers for Robin Lopez. Solid numbers last season. 7th in field goal percentage. He was an intimidator in the paint, ranking in the top 10.
So you can watch this. It's being recorded. So you can watch it later at a later time.
You're a smart shooter. Sounds like you, partner. You never saw this guy force a shot.
It's intercepted.
Taken away. And
Cleveland leading by 19 points. Love the pass to Shumpert. Love dishes to Irving. Nails it from the high post.
instead of going to halftime, we're just going to go straight to the third.
Get into the
No halftime show.
Pulls from the top of the key. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Cleveland's got both of their three-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. He feeds it to Shumpert. Good in the assist.
Inside.
Irving's got assist number 8 here in this one already.
Well, I tell you what, when you get this kind of effort and efficiency from him, they're a really hard team to beat.
Love outside.
Inside the big fella. Lay it up in it, baby. Lap it up. We're going to lap you up, baby. Yeah.
I'm sure they didn't go into this one expecting to get back.
2015 going into 2016.
Then from the Knicks, Kevin Surf, and he's checked in for Lopez. The great one
Going into 2016.
Grant in for Jose.
Inside.
Here's Anthony.
Inside Anthony.
And converts on the double clutch late. Anthony's got 13. Carmelo Anthony, one of the league's elite.
3.
No question about it, Trevor. I mean, really versatile as a player. Back to
It looks like Cleveland's going to win tonight.
people realize he can bump and grind at the best level, and he can face you up. He's got the quick release. He can pull up off the dribble. He can catch and shoot. He can post. He can get to the offensive glass. I think he's become a much more consistent threat from long range as well. So that's why he's got a career scoring average of around 25 a game.
And he continues to knock down shot after shot. A perfect shooting day for him so far.
The shot's good from Irving.
But the best part is all you have to do is you get an ad blocker and then you don't have to see the advertisements.
Since we've gotten in here in the second quarter.
Well, you look at Carmelo.
Don't do that though, because then you're just seeing a paused screen.
Close, but then he has
What's the fun in that?
along with the ball handling to get by his man and get right to the rim.
It's not that fun. That's why I took mine off.
Dishes it to Love. Irving drives in. That's in there. Love with the assist. And that's 18 points for Kyrie Irving. It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. Vujicic gets to Grant. Now the dish to Vujicic. From deep. And again, New York with the triple.
And the question for Carmelo Anthony is a hard one to answer. When will he win that first title? He might
We'll
not.
do a quick halftime
Because
stats.
he's a great player that's going to win an NBA title. He
And
was
then
the
we're going to
first
go straight to the third.
He is the only player among those.
We'll
top
take a
five
commercial break
players to
after
win.
the
I'm sure it's a
update.
motivating factor, but it'll take more than motivation to win one of those rings.
Inside the big fella. Yeah!
He's got 18 points in the game.
The big fella.
And as soft as a feather using the finger roll.
Irving kicks to Williams. 18 feet out. And again, it's Cleveland.
So nice to have a guy like that who can take charge at any time.
Yeah, baby.
Steve have led directly to baskets.
6
Outside.
seconds been shot in game play. O'Quinn in
The
again.
big fella.
And that assist earned him
Hey,
a nod
you know
from
what
his
I'm gonna
teammate
do?
after the basket.
Cleveland leading by 20. Kicks to Moscow. In the corner, it's James. Irving drives in. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
Yeah.
So both teams making some changes here. This will be his third free throw shot of the game. Free throw, good, Irving. And through one hand.
It's the end of the first. Okay, now
Cavaliers ahead. Just dominating this one.
what we're going to do,
Folks, we'll get back just after halftime. To
we're going to take a halftime stats. So we're going to take a halftime stats. We're going to take a look at the standings. We're going to take a look at the stats. And then we're going to take a commercial break. Howdy. And here we go. Back to the commercial break we go. To the commercial break we go. We gotta wait for this. Before we can take a commercial break, we gotta wait for that. Okay, here we go. We'll play Taylor Swift. She sent one in. Okay. Do a Twitch commercial. We're sponsoring Twitch, so of course we're going to do a Twitch commercial. And that's it. Jazz commercial. We're almost there. Just hang in there. We're almost done. And then we're going to start the third quarter. Let's see. Okay. course, you can watch it on one channel where it cuts it all out. There's a channel that cuts it all out. All you have to watch is the pauses. And it just pauses the commercials automatically. Pauses them. But you have to pay for the subscription. It's like $100, I think, or $5. I don't know. And we are back. Live. We are back. And it looks like we got one viewer.
Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback.
An excellent game we've seen from LeBron. He has 23 points.
Here we go.
He's hit 4 from beyond the
Come
arc.
on.
A weapon with those 3-point shots.
Yeah, you said
What's going on here?
using the long-range jumper to deadly.
This is the best part. Now we get ready for the third. Knicks try to come back. Knicks on the run. Knicks try to work their way back. Take it away. Inside. Oh. It's on the big fella. Taken away by Lopez. Lopez has got it. Fire for 3. Yes.
Confidence. That's all my dad preached. He'd always tell me, Kyrie, you could be this, you could be that. My dad had more belief in me than I had in myself. Gentlemen.
You know, it helps having people boosting you up with mistakes. The kick out to Irving. Here's James, and there's the rejection.
No, I couldn't.
Pass to Anthony. Some nice passing by New York. A follow with it.
I guess Brandon never made a home, so that's okay. They canceled Destiny. They had to. Something else, because the NBA pays for the television rights. So the NBA and hockey pays for the rights. So next week, starting next week, we'll have a movie night. It'll be Destiny. Starting next week. It's all Destiny. And it starts at 7. Starts at 7 o'clock. It goes till midnight. There will be commercials, but most of the... Unless you want it on the pay network, then you can just watch it without commercials. Just watch it without the commercials. It will go to the pay network eventually.
It's tipped. It's stolen by Anthony.
Inside the big fella. Take it away. 9 minutes to go. Inside Sherbert. Outside LeBron James. LeBron.
Last season struggled with chemistry concerns. Help has now arrived in a big way, and the mood around this city and the team is taking a complete 180.
Lopez dishes to Calderon. 6 to shoot, and the Knicks hit again from deep.
The Knicks could probably come back and tie this game. Send it to overtime. Oh, look at this. Look at that, baby.
Anthony's got 4 this quarter.
Knicks on their way back.
Straight hoops to start this quarter.
Guess what? I picked Knicks in my fantasy draft, and I'm hoping they pull this one out.
Bounces high off the rim and drops. Shumpert's got 15 points.
What an excellent performance from the field for him.
Looks like we're going to take a commercial break. So, hold on. History.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. Well, Clark, a bit of a down year shooting-wise for Kyrie Irving last season.
Yeah, it sure was, and you heard some sources within the Cavs organization questioning his leadership, too. The chemistry in Cleveland not really where it needed to be, kind of a mess all season, quite honestly. And Irving is still young, has a lot on his shoulders, and maybe started to show some of the frustration with the expectations and demands that are placed on him. But now, as he continues to grow as a leader, having LeBron James and some other veterans who come in should really help smooth that out for him.
Here, we're just waiting for the commercial break to get done. Like I said, we have to make sure we play everybody's videos that's submitted. If we don't, I'm going to get in trouble. And this guy right here that submitted blowing up kid prank, that's awesome, man. That's just awesome. That one will be, that's a #1 pick right now. That's a #1 pick. That will probably win $1,000 tonight. That will probably win $1,000. Guarantee. Look at this. This is crazy, man. I can't watch this. Why? You have to watch it. Look what he does. It's awesome. Watch this. This is why it's a #1 commercial. This is why it's a #1 commercial video. I don't know. So far it's picked #1. It may win 1,000 tonight. So there's still more that we have to go through. The car bomb prank is really funny. Okay, that commercial's done. Okay, now we're gonna play. Someone just submitted one, a Super Bowl one. I'm gonna play a couple of them because I gotta look through them and see which one's funny. And this one's not gonna be voted on. This one's got voted off. It's the kid going to prom. So that one got voted off. So whoever submitted that, you actually lost the $1,000. So you actually didn't win. So now that one could win. Hot ladies. Wow. Yeah, that one could win. I'm going to have to watch that one. Wow. I picked that one #1. I picked that one. I picked that one. This one. Not that one. This one. I picked that one. It's awesome, man. This is another pick. This one came in 6th, so this one's probably going to get $200. So this one will probably get $200. It's where he makes the car disappear. He'll probably make maybe 600. I don't know. No. Okay, so let's see. Number 8. I'm watching everybody's commercial, and I think the cheetah one, that one's a pretty good one, I think. But that one's only, that's the first time this one's been shown tonight. So I don't think that one's going to win. Ooh, now that one's nice. That one's really nice. Okay, who the hell submitted this? Man, seriously, we're not doing Playboy here. This is ridiculous. This is a kids' network. Not gonna happen. And you know that one didn't win. No more. I won't take that cement. I won't take that cement. That's ridiculous.
Turnovers per game. 7th in three-point field goal percent. And they were in the top 10 in opponents' points per game.
Very well-coached team, Clark. I mean, you look at the numbers, and you talked about the few turnovers. The top 5 in the league, in fact, in fewest mistakes. So this is a well-disciplined, well-coached team. And when they're on their game, they're just one of those teams you hate to play against because they don't give you anything easy.
And for Irving, a chance to learn from the best player in the world. On winning more games, I think it'll help his development as a player and the league, too.
That's guaranteed.
Just 2 to shoot. Passing it's LeBron picking up the assist. LeBron got his 3rd assist on the night.
He's really carrying a lot of the load offensively. This almost was good news for them.
Buffalo goes in. That's good. Buffalo's got 11 points.
I'll tell you what, he's enjoyed a very good day shooting the ball so far. He can bring them right back into this.
Cleveland moving the ball around. Out to Shumpert. James outside. That is through traffic and lays it in. LeBron's got 28.
I was going to see if Brendan texted me. He might have. I haven't had time to check the texts.
Buffalo kicks to a quick.
I've been busy. I've been working my butt off all day from 5 o'clock on. And I haven't had a break for a while. I've been working steady. I'm going to have a nice paycheck.
Shumpert passes to Love. Irving kicks to James.
James for 3. Yes, no. Knicks could come back. Grin. Knicks on their way back. 6 minutes to go.
Irving dishes to LeBron. Love the pass to Mozgov. Irving with a clean look. Trying to come right back with
Yeah, Knicks are on their way back.
And O'Quinn kicks to a follow. O'Quinn the pass to Anthony. 3-pointer. The shot's good on the assist by Calderon. That's 29 points.
Yeah, Knicks are on their way back.
This is someone that can really hurt you from long range. He did that to a degree in the first half, and he's doing it now.
Irving for 3. That's good. Irving's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Yeah!
Rapid fire threes coming from everywhere. I thought it might be a little improved to try.
So they've decided Destiny is not going to be on Twitch now. It's been changed. Subject to change. It's coming on YouTube now. That's what, yeah, I don't choose where it goes. I have no control. I had no control of it coming. Yeah, well, it might be leaving like Tomb Raider. Tomb Raider's gone. It didn't last. So, Tomb Raider's gone.
Anthony in the corner. Calderon kicks to him quick. Back to Calderon.
Tomb Raider didn't even make it 2 weeks.
Picked up by LeBron. There's the bucket. Good.
2 weeks on the television.
For Carmelo Anthony.
And they've set up.
They got voted off.
That's a huge part of what they've been doing here today.
A lot of dime dropping going on out there, Steve.
So we'll have to see what we got here.
And he gets the bucket. Irving's got 36.
Boy, he's lighting it up from long range this half, really taking advantage of the defense. You know, last year the Knicks played a very
Dang.
29th actually.
They're only down by 16.
And at times when things slow down in the half court, that's when they really.
Hey, how come they took my guy out? Now I'm not going to win the fantasy draft.
And regroup in for the Knicks. The bulldozer, he's checked in for Lopez.
They did that on purpose.
Comes in for Kyle O'Quinn. The Great Ones checked in for Aaron Aflalo. And it's Grant in for Jose Calderon. Shot clock at 6. Dellavedova. Good. Great play by Williams to set it up. Dellavedova's got himself on the board with 3 there. Now with pace, as you were saying, Clark, the Knicks would try and slow it down themselves, as you said, but that really didn't help them within the conference.
You know, the Knicks went 500 against the rest of the East, but really with the talent they had, you would have expected them to do better.
On the wing, Williams. Fades. And it's Dellavedova missing. Knicks trail by 16. Here's the bulldozer, and the Knicks good for 2.
I don't know why they called him Bulldozer. Okay, so they have 7 remaining. So we're going to take a timeout. A commercial break. Let's see, we got more submits. Okay.
Timeout is called. First in the game.
What's going on
for the
here?
Cavaliers.
Come on. No, not too long. Let's see what time is it, 9. So we'll be off by 10. Because the local news comes on at 10, so we'll have to be off. Get a break. Okay, ready? And we're getting ready to go back to the game.
Kevin Serafin is checked in for New York. Here's Dellavedova. Right side, Williams. Smith outside.
Williams inside.
Smith's got 18 points. Knicks trail by 16. Grant the pass to the Bulldozer. The dish to Vujacic. There's the pick. Grant, that's good.
Next week.
He has certainly.
So far, going for more of an inside game here in the second half, and I like that. Nice smash mouth basketball, taking it inside.
Williams with a clean look. A three-pointers right on target.
Probably not, because we're going to go to bed.
Three-point shot.
And it's killing him. That's 4 of the last 5 baskets they were
Right, because he's got to get up and go to work, too, eventually.
Here's Grant. And again, New York with the
I could stay, I could do this all night long.
down quickly at both ends.
Yeah, it took them no time to answer back on that possession.
Williams inside. Grant kicks to Vujacic.
3. Yeah.
The triple.
You know, when he's got that kind of a height advantage on the defender, it's just too easy for him to rise up and get the shot off.
Verajao dishes to Smith. Verajao passes to Dellavedova. Smith kicks to Williams. Shoots the 3. And that one's good. Williams has got 6 here this quarter.
They're not showing too much respect for him defensively, are they?
Grant the pass to Vujacic. Serafin dishes to Vujacic. Nobody near Williams. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks on in. Williams has got 13 points. The Cavaliers leading by 12. Outside Williams. Lets it go from the wing. And the Cavaliers get another bucket right there.
No, he didn't text me.
And here is Grant. He's got 10. Williams
And
is
if he wants to, we could schedule Destiny after this. I don't care. Problem with that is, see, it's 9 now. Start at 10 and go on until 6 in the morning. No. Not gonna happen.
For a scary now change, and the Cleveland Cavaliers take on Derrick Rose and the Chicago Bulls. Friday night, NBA hoops. Be there.
And it has not been on just one occasion tonight that we've seen some excellent court vision from this man. State Farm assisted the game replay, featuring one of 11 tremendous assists on the game from Kyrie Irving.
And you're right, Kevin, about this performance here tonight. We've seen play after play of just beautiful passing skill. And I'll tell you what, when he's playing well, when he's really in a groove.
So now we're going to the final quarter.
And here comes LeBron on the court for the Knicks. Bulldozer is out there with Williams. And there's Grant. And it's Kevin Serafin. And it's a throw in at the shooting guard position.
Oh, don't be saying you didn't do it. You did it. I seen you. I got eyes behind my back.
And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for Cleveland.
Well, guys,
Oh, and he missed.
They've driven the ball to the basket in this game. I mean, they've been very aggressive with it.
And they continue to knock down the long-range three-point shot as well.
Williams with the ball.
Take it away.
Here's the
Smith.
Shot's good. Smith's got 21 in the game.
Now I gotta put the coffin.
Knicks trail by 19. Grant kicks to Williams. Out of bounds. Knicks ball as New York keeps possession.
This is why you want to get ad blockers sometimes. Because while the game's still going, we're going to take a commercial break. That's one good thing. Don't leave it on.
Over to the left wing.
Because it's boring to see a pause screen.
Count the bucket and send him to the wide. It could be a three-point play.
Because that's all you're going to see is a pause screen.
That's on LeBron James.
Derek Williams, an undersized face-up foreman in college at Arizona, looked to drive to the rim and take advantage of his athleticism. It hasn't quite happened at the NBA level. Still searching for his niche, trying to adapt his game.
Looks like we're going to...
And Cleveland again with the bucket.
You know, they've been able to depend on his offense all game long, guys. He's drained a lot of shots out there.
And between now and the horn, Steve, the ball should be in his hands as much as possible if they want to continue to build this lead.
The basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. Great opportunity for a three-point play. Anthony's checked in for Williams.
You know, there were a lot of people, me included, thinking that Cleveland would
man!
be a team that could make moves and
Come on!
perhaps get to the playoffs, but injuries and inner turmoil really kept that team from being playoff bound.
Outside, baby, you! And the foul, baby! Yeah!
Threading that pass into the lane. I like his vision, guys. He sees everything.
And Cleveland ended 10th in the Eastern Conference last year. They got close, but they couldn't sneak into the play.
Well, there would be a lot of shocked analysts if they didn't finish near the top of the East this season. All it takes is one good summer, and your team can jump to the top of the East.
Inside, outside, A-Dog. Inside, big fella. Inside.
Buffalo's got 9 points here in the second half.
You know, that part of the floor, guys, is more or less his real sweet spot, right in his wheelhouse.
Irving attacking. Good, and the assist goes to James. LeBron's got his 5th assist in this one.
He is just eating this team alive with his offense. It's been a matchup nightmare.
Lopez with the ball. Osgob on him. The three from a follow. And again, New York with the triple.
Fantastic pass. He turned that one into a pretty easy basket for his teammate.
Irving kicks to Mozgov. Cleveland moving it around. Here's Thompson. Goes to the reverse layup and pops it in. And the Cavaliers lead by 18.
What a move. He saw a window on the other side of the rim and whipped it around for the immaculate reverse.
Here's a follow. It's a big high bounce and goes in. Aflalo's got 7 points here in this quarter. The Cavaliers leading by 16. LeBron kicks to Irving. And they double up James. Smith for 3. Another 3 for Cleveland.
His three-point shot is so cool. Just draining one after another.
Now here's Grant. From deep three-point range. And again, New York with the triple.
We're still down big.
Going down quickly at both ends.
Yeah, it took them no time to answer back on that possession.
James with it. Now Anthony defending.
James inside.
Coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Well, it's funny, back when LeBron joined the Heat, some critics said he'd given up the chance to be the franchise player and carry his team. Guess what? No matter who LeBron plays with, he's always a franchise player. That's how good he is.
Love check in for the Cavaliers.
Foul! Oh, he's hurt! Oh! Grandma's in the house! Look at that! Grandma's in the house!
And that one misses. And some harsh criticism for LeBron after the decision. For his comments after the 2011 finals.
Grandma's in the house and Grandma's out the house. Look at that. Inside, baby! You!
He's expressed regret about those things. Displaying a maturity we've always seen. One of the remarkable things about LeBron
Looks like we're going to take a commercial break here pretty soon.
That's far too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
Well, that's 3 of the last 5 makes, having been behind the 3-point line. So, got to make some adjustments defensively.
She back up the big fella.
He lays it in. And the Cavaliers lead by 17.
And I don't know, there for a minute, I think we're taking an intermission there.
To start the final quarter. What an amazing start. Anthony kicks to Calderon.
Inside the big fella. Oh! You just got sunk by Grandmama. Oh my gosh, and he missed the free throw. Can you believe it? Man, this guy don't know how to shoot. Man, look at this. This guy's always missing. Yeah, his numbers are down. There's something you can do about that. Practice. They need to cut the guys what they need to do. They missed so many free throws.
Unbelievable shot there. Busted out the trick release and left the defender dazed and confused.
Takes it to Mozgov.
Inside the big fella.
And he banks in the layup.
And let me guess, nobody can stop the big fella.
That's what's really working for them. And when you're doing the job they are inside, it takes pressure off the perimeter guys.
Calderon kicks to Anthony. Takes it off the glass. Anthony's got 40 points.
Okay, we have 4 timeouts remaining.
Showing great leadership here, willing his team into this game with his performance, doing everything in his power to cut into the lead.
Timeout called the Cavaliers.
Well, Jose Calderon, a huge boost offensively at point guard. He's a terrific floor general, sets up his teammates nicely, takes good care of the ball, and he's a top-tier marksman. In the NBA, we call those guys lasers. He can do it off the bounce or spotting up.
Quick commercial. Looks like we're back. Quick commercial. A quick commercial break.
The Cavaliers leading by 16. He talked, Steve, about Calderon shooting. In his career, he's led the league in both free throw percentage and three-point percentage.
I guess the trade-off is defensively. I mean, he's solid, not spectacular, but his shooting is such a problem for defenses, especially when you pair him with good players like Dallas did a year ago. Boy, he can really play and space that floor.
Top of the key. Looks a big Mike Tyson goes in. Here's James. Outside Irving. Back to James.
Inside. Oh!
Necessary contact. It's a flagrant 1 foul.
Oh, bull crap. Not gonna happen, man. He's not making the correct call.
Protecting the players. You can't allow unnecessary contact. And sometimes the players let the
That's not a correct call. You call that a correct call?
You know, I don't think many people would disagree with the stands that it's a fair.
I disagree.
To make sure everything is done to limit any sort of unnecessary contact. A follow outside. It's tipped. Oh, Quinn, the pass to a flop. Here's Calderon, and again it's New York. The Cavaliers leading by 17. Shumpert dishes to James. Here's Irving. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. Irving's got 46 points.
Impeccable mechanics this quarter. He's been perfect from the field.
So your news is coming up next. The Fox News coming up. I won't be on it this time. It's coming on the air.
This offseason to the New York Knicks. They feel they've made an upgrade at that position.
I would venture to say they did. Raymond Felton struggled last season. Felton is a better defender than Calderon, but offensively, I don't think there's much comparison. Calderon is a passer, and he's one of the best shooters in the league on the catch and off the kick.
Tell you what, they haven't exactly been shy about letting it fly for deep here in the second half.
You know, Steve, if you have the lead, you can afford to be a little comfortable with the three-point shots. You just don't want to fall too much in love with it.
He has not lost his focus today. Even when things haven't gone his team's way, he's still bringing it.
James wide open. Another three for Cleveland.
And he found a perfect spot behind New York there. Big gap in the defense.
Calderon gets to Anthony. New York moving it around. Lopez. And he lays it straight in. Cleveland leading by 20. Pass to Mozgov. Feeds it to LeBron. Here's Shumpert. No good. Excellent D there from Aflalo. New York's gotten off to a great start from three-point range in the final quarter. They're a perfect 3 of 3.
He's done a ton to help his team, guys, and he may have to do more if they're going to come back and win.
The pass to Love. Outside Shumpert. LeBron against Lopez. And that's 38 points for LeBron. Knicks trail by 20. Calderon kicks to Lopez. Anthony drives in. The shot's good on the assist by Calderon. Calderon's got 6 assists here tonight.
Well, his scoring this quarter has been off the charts. And the complexion of the game as a result may change.
And that one's good, Shumpert.
Well, that just adds to what's probably an already insurmountable lead. I think they'll be walking out of here with a pretty easy victory.
Steve, I think that's a gift.
And here's Anthony from the arc. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
What a quarter for him at the offensive end. He's ignored the scoreboard. And
first game at home.
Do his thing.
LeBron passes to Shumpert. Fires from the wing. And Cleveland again with the bucket.
And so here we go, just rolling along to the finish line in what has been a very confident-looking performance for Cleveland.
I agree, Steve, and this is a game where the defense, Clark Steele specifically, generating a lot of opportunities.
And it created extra possessions for them too, Kevin. Scoring opportunities they cashed in on, and that effort, a big part of what will be a nice victory.
And it'll go down as their first official.
Looks like Cleveland's going to win their
Once it becomes official, this win will give them a
second game in a row.
This club again in the second and third games of the season series.
Yeah, predictably, the stats tell us that the winner of the first game is a big favorite to come out on top in the overall series.
And what a huge standout performance it was for Irving. And the way he was able to dice up their D with his passing really made things easy for everyone on his team on offense.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Anderson Varejão's checked in for Mozgov. Jones comes in for Kevin Love. Williams is checked in for Shumpert. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Kyrie Irving.
Boy, they're extending their lead. It feels like they're just piling on here as we come to an end.
So that's going to end it for tonight's broadcast.
And here's Anthony for 3, and he gets the bucket.
162, 180. You can watch this on a later time.
You know, it's not going to change anything other than to make their losing margin a little more respectable.
Williams, that's good.
Well, the fans loving what's transpired here tonight.
It's being recorded,
Sure
so
was.
you can watch it.
That's what they needed to do to keep the visitors from getting any momentum going at all.
Anthony with the bucket.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got
That's
to
the
at least
end.
get a finger on it.
That is the end.
So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. You know, Clark, every team has a bad night. These guys might want to watch the tape of this game the next time they have a bad night to remind themselves how dominant they can be.
Well, this is one of those dream-like games for a coach.
And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. LeBron, congratulations on a wonderful performance. Can you tell us what goes on in your mind when you get in this kind of a rhythm like we saw in this basketball game?
It's a zone you get into, and you know, it's kind of unexplainable, you know, and you try to go out there and you feel like it's nothing that you can't do. You know, and hopefully the momentum just continued to go throughout the whole quarter, and it did, and not only did it open up for me, opened up for the rest of us, too.
Thank you for the time, sir. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Doris. And, folks, that about concludes our broadcast tonight. For Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching as we leave you with our Jordan Player of the Game, Kyrie Irving.
All right, that will do it for tonight. Remember to watch the Jazz starting in 2 weeks. Their season game will start in 2 weeks. So you got... So all we got left is the Jazz and Mavericks and the Thunder and Clippers. That will be on TV. These two will be on TV. So, starting on the 30th. Good night, everybody. Have a good night.